bonjour, walaikum assalam, guten tag, ciao, hola. Have you ever wanted to learn French? Or maybe check out Carnival in Brazil, or maybe a bullfight in Barcelona. Whether you're planning a trip abroad, or you just want to test out your new language skills in the international land that is Brooklyn, this is the place to start, practice, learn, and grow. This is Fluent Brooklyn. Bonjour.
The way that Fluent Brooklyn is set up is a place where it's the base for you to study that language. The core of our business are our classes, and our workshops and trips are meant to be extra bonuses. Trips are obviously expensive, so a lot of people can't afford them. Going to France to study French for a week with a Fluent Brooklyn professor is awesome, but we understand it's very expensive. So we also try to do things like workshops very specific to a certain topic. For example, our slang workshops are extremely popular. Our classes tend to focus a lot more on slang than traditional classes do, or the kind of French that you're learning, for example, would be the kind of French you'd actually use and hear on the street, whereas a slang workshop is dedicated solely to that.
So the type of students that are in our classes are really, people about my age, people who are looking to, brush up on their French or whatever language and have something to do at night other than just going to the bar. And it's really people who are interested in brushing up on French they've had already, or people that really want to take their French to the next level.
Ça veut dire que beaucoup de gens veulent y aller. C'est attirant. Oh, comme exactement. Comme attractif.
Well, I wanted to learn French because I really love a lot of 60s French pop and 60s French film. So I've been enchanted by that for a while, and I thought it was about time to learn a little bit of French myself.
Knowing how to speak Italian and knowing how to teach Italian are two different battles, which I've been challenged with and really been happily challenged with. Speaking it started back in the day when I was in high school. Took a foreign exchange for 1 year. I said, I want to go to Italy. They said, you're going to go to an island called Sardinia. When I showed up here, I found this bridge between something I spontaneously fell into speaking, which was an awesome language, and a way I could constantly, be forced to be a better speaker of it through teaching it.
The first day of level 1 is like the first day of kindergarten, because you learn numbers, you learn the days of the week, you learn how to say your name is, you learn how to say hello, like the really basic things. And it's really fun, just like the first day of kindergarten, because everyone's excited, everyone's happy to be there, they're just, it's the first day of a new journey, of a new learning journey that everybody's going on.
Pero ella comparte el apartamento con 3 gatos.
At Fluent Brooklyn, the main idea is that we offer classes, especially beginner classes taught by non-native speakers on purpose. Being a non-native speaker myself and teaching French made me realize through seeing a lot of the successes of my students that it's very helpful when you start to begin the extreme basics of learning a foreign language to have someone who also learned it themselves teach it to you.
My favorite part about the learning experience is that I think learning a new language can be really intimidating. By taking a French class by actually a non-native speaker, I found that to be really reassuring and encouraging, because he was able to give us tips about areas that he initially was struggling with, and where we can then benefit from those sort of tips that you might not necessarily get from a native speaker.
A native speaker, for example, even being a very experienced teacher, might not realize and really sympathize with how difficult a sound can be, or how difficult understanding why in French you say I have coldness as opposed to I am cold. It's just an inherent part of them that even experienced teachers don't necessarily think about, and if nothing else, don't really have the sympathy for. Even a patient, experienced teacher has a hard time with that.
Download this program's podcast on iTunes. Keywords Brooklyn Independent Television.